back once again, and this time it's a WWE action figure review. It's the Elite Series 47B Goldust. This depicts one of the earliest incarnations of the Bizarre One, who won his debut match in WWE against Marty Jannetty in Your House 4 pay-per-view on the 22nd of October 1995. So in the box we've got Goldust himself, we've got the blonde wig, golden robe, and there's also part of the diorama which comes with a nice little stand as well. So on the back of the box, we'll start with the side. We've got a picture of Goldust, and we've got an even bigger picture of Goldust there. And we've also got the other figures in the line. So we've got Kane, The Rock, Flying Brian Pillman, Connor, and Victor. So it's always nice when they pop their tag teams together in the line. Makes sense. So with all the excitement of the box out the way, let's get on with cracking the Bizarre One out of his plastic prison. So with all the excitement of the box out the way, let's get on with cracking the Bizarre One out of his plastic prison. So as you can see, we've released him from his plastic prison, and I've not bothered to put the wig and robe on yet. We're going to leave that till later. So we're going to take a closer look. We'll start with the head. So let's get the camera nice and focused on that. I think it actually is. As you can see, he's rocking some sort of, I guess, snarl? I mean, you can interpret it as a star. He's looking possibly a slight bit of confusion. Maybe he's a little miffed, but yeah, that's looking pretty good. And then next up, we'll have a look at the torso itself. So as you can see, it's not quite as fully detailed as we like. We've got a bit of gold flaking through on the chest details, but we'll just put that down to battle damage. Elsewhere, it's all pretty crisp. Not that there's much details to add to this costume, but it's always nice when they manage to get it right. So we're going to pop them off and just double check around the back. So we've got a little bit of black paint on the head there, but we're not going to worry too much. Again, they seem to have done a good job on the back. It's all clear enough. Yeah, again, on the back, mostly pretty good. You can just see there, slight bit of paint coming through, but we're not worried about that. Next up, we'll just take a look at the articulation of the figure. As expected on the Elite, it's got a few extra joints here and there. We've got a lovely ab crunch, which works well. I'll just give you a full quick rundown of the joints. He's got no double elbow, but again, we do have some wrist swivel as well as the joints to let it go in and out. That's very technical stuff. No cut joint on the gloves there, but that's not a problem because there's more than enough motion in those joints. And on the legs, as expected with an Elite, you've got extra joints on the hips, so you can got the cut joint there, but you can also go up, down, out as well, so lovely range of motion. And you've also got the double knees as are expected, and you can even twist the feet just a little there, so if you need to adjust his poses a bit, you can. And yeah, you've got the usual joint there that allows him to bend his ankles. So pretty good articulation on him, what you'd expect from the male Elite, so no complaints there. And of course, oh, forgot to mention, obviously the waist swivel, or if we can get that right, it's going to be great. We've got a nice bit of range of motion on there. Can't quite get his neck to go up or down, but it is at least going to go side to side. As you can see, he's got his lovely black painted ears there. So with all the articulation out the way, let's get him re-robed and pop that wig on. So now we finally got Goldust fully dressed. This robe has a great shine to it, and on the back it's got some lovely detailing. You can see Goldust on the back, as you'd expect. I mean, it's not quite centered on mine, but that's probably just how I put the robe on, so we're not going to worry too much. And on the back of the hair, it's got some nice detail in there, sort of letting it flow. And as for the cuffs and collar, they've got a nice material there. It's very fluffy, which is a lot better than just using a basic sort of plastic, and does add some great detail to the figure. Bows are oversized, and it's a lot harder to do material on a figure of this size, but it's still looking pretty good. It was a little fiddly to get tied, and you can probably tie it in a different way, have it drip down more. I've just gone for the bow because I thought, why not? And as for the wig, that sits on really nicely. We've got no danger of it falling off. You can pop them upside down. Look at that. It's always nice when the accessories sit on well. So it is absolutely great looking there, and you can still got the range of movement there. It was easy enough to get the robe on, and we can even pop his arms out, pop them up if we need to be. Look at that. Just watch the wig falling off there. So yeah, lovely. I think I'll probably do it as more of just a hanging bow next time. Let's see if that's going to work. Yeah, probably. It's looking a little long, so we have to adjust the bow in some way, but it does wrap around rather nicely. And it don't have to worry about tying it if you want it loose, because it is held on by Velcro. So we can open the robe and See all of Goldust in his glory. As for the diorama stand it comes with, nothing too exciting. The steel cage surrounding the ring, so you get a few more of them, and it sort of cuts off to the one corner. Nothing exciting, but it does a job. And I'm sure once the back of this is on, because it is detachable, I just struggle to get it off, and I'm not going to worry too much at the moment. But as for the stand itself, it's got a little peg holder so you can pop the figure on, because they got holes in their feet, so it stays on quite nicely. And you can attach these stands to one another, so you don't have to worry about lining them up, because it's got all the grooves and slots for it to do it automatically. As a fan of Goldust, I'm really pleased with this figure. I'm happy to get an earlier incarnation of the character, and it's even better that it comes with removable robe and detachable wig. Gives you more options for displaying, and that's always a bonus. The flecks of gold coming through the chest detailing isn't great, but it is easily overlooked in this case, especially when he's wearing the robe. I'm glad I've picked up this Goldust and added him to my ever-growing collection. So until next time, see ya!